Welcome, woodland creatures, to our mukbang. We have some different cultural treats today. I don't know who decided that Italian and Chinese was a good way to go.
What's wrong with Italian and Chinese?
Nothing, but let's find out if they work together.
Noodles and pasta are basically the same.
Kind of. So we have pasta with tomato sauce and some garlic.
Tomato and chilli sauce.
Oh, I'm scared.
It's just
Arrabbiata.
arrabbiata.
Yeah. And we have some cheese on there, some brie. And we have this lovely garlic bun from Chinatown.
It's got a big hole in it.
Yeah, it does have a big hole in it. Big air hole. And for dessert, we have some Chinatown treats. We have
I did do a bit of a haul.
a donut stick. What do you even call that?
It's the description of it
stick.
was a fried donut stick. So I guess it's kind of like a churro.
Yeah, I guess like a Chinese churro.
Not
and
like dipped in sugar dust and stuff.
And a lovely fish. The only type of fish that I eat. Lovely Nutella or red bean, depending on which one you pick.
I can't remember which one's which I gave you. I think you do have the
I
Nutella.
think this is Nutella because I can see a little bit of red bean coming out there.
Do like red bean.
And of course, washed up with some lovely vintage, high quality, expensive orangeade.
Mm-hmm. Only the best Sainsbury's will offer.
Only the best for the hive. Gonna do lots of hive references and bee puns today. I'm feeling it.
Just to clarify, you're a bee, aren't you?
I'm a bee.
Yeah.
I'm a bee.
I mean, I would put this song on, but I
no
don't know if it's
copyright.
claim,
No
yeah.
copyright. Alright, I'm gonna get stuck in. I'm looking forward to this.
Same.
I have this lipstick on, which is gonna come off in about 3 seconds flat.
Tell
Looking
me,
forward to that.
tell me if it's tasty. I hope it's
I mean,
tasty.
I'm gonna assume it's tasty.
You better assume it's tasty. I slaved for hours. Do you know how long I slaved on this?
10 minutes.
20 actually.
Wow. Yeah, it is tasty. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah.
Oh, look
Happy
at this
with
drippy cheese. Yeah.
I did mix
Drippy
in
cheese is the best
brie.
cheese.
I did lower, put in brie, mix it all together, then I put brie on top.
Mmm. It's some strong brie too.
It's really good. I really like strong cheeses.
Yeah, well, I like it strong as long as I like the flavour in the first place. I don't really like a strong blue cheese.
To me, blue cheese can be hit or miss.
I like a strong, like a real full-bodied cheddar or a Gruyere.
I do like a very strong cheddar, but I'm just thinking, why don't I just get a strong type of cheese like blue cheese?
For anyone who's wondering why we talk about cheese so much, or possibly wondering why this channel is called Mukbang Mouse, link the two together, you'll find your answer.
We do love cheese a
We
lot.
love cheese.
I'm surprised we haven't got a cheese bar or an extra long cheese board at our wedding.
Someone that I know from work, a couple of days ago asked me, they said, what kind of nicknames do you have? What do other people call you? And I said Mouse, and they took a real long pause, and they were like, I wouldn't have guessed that. Like, why? I am really mousy. I love cheese. I'm quiet.
You don't really eat a lot of cheese around your work people.
No, I don't just like walk in like, hi, I'm eating some cheese. That happens at home, just not in the workplace.
I was in Seven Dials today, and I was walking around. Went to the Seven Dials market, indoor market. Didn't know it was there before. And just walked in, started looking around. I saw they had a cheese bar. I was like,
We should do like an
I
on
don't
location
wanna do
mukbang from there.
I had to get permission and stuff first.
Yeah, see if they'll let us do it.
And
That'll be really
we
cool.
would actually have to pay for stuff, not like one of those influencers that go, oh, I'll come down, do a review, get you more, followers to come over to you, but you'll give me free stuff.
You're laughing, but we have actually done that before. So.
But I've just seen
We've had free
lately.
food.
I've been seeing so many articles, not just in Lad Bible or the Richest, of just the absolute really bad feedback or backlash. That's it. That influencers have had.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
restaurants and stuff.
brands just, they just go, oh, you're an influencer, sure, calm down. And they don't check out that person first and check out their following. check out the engagement they get and what kind of branded sponsorships they've done before. You just had some of that garlic thing.
Yeah,
It's really nice. I can hear you like... Yeah, I mean, you just have to check out who you're working with. It's the same as anything. Like, if you're working with... Like, for me, because I work in fashion, like, if I'm working with a photographer or a model and I don't check out their portfolio and they turn up and they're awful, that's my fault. So, you know, it's the same with anyone that you want to hire. Because basically they're being hired as a kind of a consultant or a contractor.
But a lot of the influencers mentioned in these articles didn't even get that far. They basically said, oh, I'll come down, you give me some free stuff and I'll promote you in restaurants or change whatever the places they've requested to go to. Just said, no thank you. And then the influencers kind of sort of blown up.
Yeah, see, that's not good. That's not professional.
Oh, it's an Australian one who's actually sort of taken down his account and started another one because he got so much backlash. But yeah, it was just like, the place, I can't remember what the bar was, but basically said, no thank you, we don't really want to give away free stuff.
Yeah, well,
which is fair enough.
That's fine. Like, anyone could say that and you just say, okay, thanks, and move on. And you just, if you're polite to them and they see that you're a good person, then next time you might get a free thing from them because they've actually considered you and seen that you're a good person to work with.
And the guys will just hit back saying, oh, don't worry, I've already booked up with more relevant bars in the area.
Yeah, that's just not...
And
you don't need to do that.
Well, the bar sort of hit back saying, we're like in the top 100 bars of Australia.
Yeah.
So, but
then from the other person's side, relevant could mean relevant to his audience. So if they're not relevant to his audience, then he shouldn't have been pitching them in the first place.
Yeah, he did come across like, oh, I just want some free stuff because I want to go to the bar and get drunk kind of thing. But
yeah, you just have to be professional. And the problem is that a lot of these influencers are kids, basically, as well.
Yeah.
You know, they're teenagers in there.
Like, when you see sort of teenagers nowadays, which you think, was I ever like that?
And we weren't, though, because we grew up in basically a completely different time. Things have changed so much in the last 10 years. I think when I was a teenager, the amount of mistakes I made... And that was just when, like, MySpace was around and Bebo and stuff, and at least you can delete those now. But, you know, when you have, like, a Facebook account, that's been going strong this whole time. So...
When did I start my Facebook account?
I think I was, like, 18 or 19 when I got a Facebook.
I think I got it, like... Yeah, I was at sort of time. I was sort of 17 to 19.
I remember because I was doing a summer job before uni and... People started asking to connect with me on Facebook, and I was like, oh, maybe I should actually start a Facebook.
I mean, I didn't really have anything to do with social media before that. I had like a Bebo, which I was like intermittently on because I didn't really care about it.
Me and my friends, this is like way back in the early internet days. You can tell. They used to do this thing where you could set up your own free website, free hosting and everything. And it was like a proto social media, and you could have your own HTML. So you could build different pages and you could change your background colour. And we used to do like little coding and we'd put all of our pictures of our friends would go on there. And we'd have different themed pages that were like the day that we all went to the castle, and there'd be loads of pictures. And I used like a little online photo album before
That's
Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah. So you still update that quite a lot.
But I never got a hang of like MySpace. I really tried.
I used to do MySpace.
It's so complicated. I was like, I have no idea how I'm doing this. I just gave up.
Why was it complicated?
My experience up to that point was Bebo and a little bit of Facebook.
I feel like Bebo was exactly the same as MySpace.
It was
just
easier
with music.
to use.
I don't know. I think MySpace was a lot easier for me because you didn't actually have to interact with anyone. You could just go on their profile and listen to some music. I used to go on, like, the bands that I liked, used to go on their pages and just listen to their stuff. And you could see their updates, and it was more personal.
And nowadays, it's just completely different.
Yeah, nowadays it's not just you and the band, it's like 10 billion other Facebook people or Instagram people.
And they're using Twitch like us. Oh. Been a while since we've gone to actually see a live band.
We're going in December, though. I actually, because we booked these tickets so long ago, I forgot about it completely, and so we're going to go see White Lies.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, see? And they announced...
No, not.
they put up a thing, like, saying, oh, come and see us on our tour, most of the dates are sold out, but there's still a few left. And I was like, oh no, I've missed it, I need to go and get tickets. And then I looked at the list and I realised I did actually get tickets about 6 months ago. I just completely forgot.
What day is that again? I can't remember now. It's like some mid-December-ish, isn't it?
Early December, I think, and it's like a Saturday or a Friday. They're
That's
playing the whole of their first album in full. There's like a celebration tour.
Has it like been like 10 years or something?
Exactly 10 years, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And they're reissuing it as well. I was a little bit tempted.
I mean, if you have the first album, do you really want to get it again? Just
Well,
like,
no, it's
slightly
going to have
remastered?
like bonus stuff on it. It's got like bonus tracks on there, and it's a special edition one, so this is how they get your money, guys.
Well, that's how bands are making their money. They're not making it from the actual songs themselves, really.
No, exactly, because of
Through merch and extra stuff.
Well, it's always been that way, though. Like, touring has always been the way that you make money.
Mm.
So if you can do an anniversary tour and reissue a thing and do like special edition t-shirts and stuff, then that's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever really thought about it that much. That's good, isn't it?
That's really good.
Mm.
Oh my god, yes.
Mm.
It's going to take, like, literally it's already, I can see my lipstick on it, but it's fine.
Now, when Joker does come out, we're definitely going to go see that, right? But before that, let's talk about Marvel.
Marvel, oh my god. Yeah, so... Marvel. There's so much to talk
Starting
about.
from correct chronological order, not when
Okay.
it came out in cinemas, but when it actually happens in the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America, the first Avenger. I guess rate it out of 1 to 10, 1 being not good, 10 being oh my god, amazing, and reasons why.
Is that the first Captain America one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I give that like a 6 or a 7. It had good CGI. I do remember very much enjoying the scene where he like transforms into Captain America. Comes out of his little cryo chamber thing. But I don't know, Captain America's never really interested me as much as the other guys. Or some of the other guys. Definitely an Iron Man girl. We'll come to that in a second.
The thing is that I have to say I agree with you there. Growing up, I was more into Iron Man than Captain America. I think I really sort of got more into Captain America when Spider-Man had the animated series on Fox Kids. You're really not struggling. You're really struggling there, aren't you?
Oh, my
And
hands
had a
all
whole
greasy.
thing of Captain America being trapped in a like limbo area fighting the Red Skull continuously since World War II.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man had to get the help of his old superhero buddies to help him out, and I was like, time travel and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's when I started paying more attention to Captain America a bit more. Seeing that he's supposed to be like practically perfect, but he's like a super soldier and stuff like that.
See, I never really...
But the film, I'll give it a 7.
I never really paid attention to the... I was definitely like more into Batman, Deadpool,
But
Batman. I wasn't really into any superheroes before.
Deadpool before he found out he was in a comic, or after?
Yeah, before the comics, before the movies. I'm saying like, and like when he's
Well, I think it's just when he was made, he was just wisecracking mercenary.
Yeah, wisecracking. Then he became self-aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's good both ways. I'm trying to think what comics I even read before Marvel. I definitely didn't. I mean, I used to watch the Spider-Man animated series, obviously, because like I was a child. So
always got the Simpsons comic because it's always at the local shop. I always got it, and I have no idea why.
I don't think that's in the Marvel universe, though. If I'm being honest.
Well, lots of crossover stuff.
Yeah, they have crossover with literally everything in pop culture.
Simpsons owned by Fox. Fox does own X-Men and Spider-Man. No. That's Sony. Yeah, I really like stuff. Right, after that...
So yeah, that's a 7 out of 10 from both of us.
Captain Marvel. You haven't seen Captain Marvel, have you?
Mm-mm.
I have. I do like all the 90s references, by the way.
So I didn't get excited by the trailer, so I didn't go see it. So, sorry Marvel guys, but you need to make good trailers to get me interested, and that one didn't get me. Wait, what's your rating?
For that, 8.
Oh, okay.
It was, I'd say it's quite good. Sometimes it can be a little bit confusing, but all back references and how she fits, and it actually ties a lot of things together within the other universes or other films. I really like that. First Iron Man film. let you just talk
I
for
don't know.
half an hour.
I want to say like a 9 out of 10 because I love Iron Man, but I feel like there's always a little bit room for improvement. Robert Downey Jr. though, come on. Seriously, he was like, this is the role that he was born for. He's been waiting his whole acting career just to be Iron Man. Because he is Iron Man. Like, he is Iron Man. He just is. Sorry, but that's it.
The film, I say, definitely a good 8 out of 10.
I have
really
to
good
say,
backstory. And really good build up. You know, him and this other scientist are trapped. He's got other scientist
that thing when
alive.
when he's in the you know, when he's captured by the guys and he has to like rebuild his own heart to keep himself alive. That's like classic Iron Man.
And then
moment.
he builds his own suit.
Yeah.
First the Mark 1. And then the scientist dies and he's trying to get out. The only problem I had that was the villain, which was the Ironmonger.
Yeah, Iron Man villains are not traditionally great, I have to say.
They had some good ones. Like the Mandarin, classic.
Yeah, but then
Absolute classic.
I don't know if I really enjoyed the film treatment.
And that was a bit different from that one. We'll come to that though.
Stay focused, number 1.
But I'd say it was a very good start for the phase 1s.
Yeah, and I have to say the only thing I would change about it is I prefer the current Rhodey than the original, the actor.
Yeah.
I
He
think,
was changed because he had a lot of personal issues.
yeah, but I just think that it's Don Cheadle now, isn't it? Yeah, I think that Don Cheadle really is good for that role, and he just really like. There's certain little expressions because he knows that he's a side character and he's not going to get much screen time, but he just has those little moments with Iron Man that just really work.
Things that I felt that the original actor had better chemistry with Robert Downey Jr. But I feel that these two seem to be better chemistry in another way.
Yeah, and also like because you know in the first movie they were buddies, and then over time, like you've got over the second and third movie, they have like their problems. So I guess their chemistry would need to change anyway.
Right. After that, what have we got? The Incredible Hulk. Now this one
1 out of 10
isn't Mark Ruffalo. It is
Edward freaking Norton, who has no business being in a superhero movie. He's an actual serious actor. What was he thinking?
He's done stupid roles.
Yeah, I know he has, but he's an idiot for choosing them.
I quite like that because that in the way it's released, that's the first one that started off the phase 1s. Because right at the end of the credits, that's where you see Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Tony Stark for the first time. And they talk about the Avenger Initiative.
That does not give it enough credit for me.
But I do have to agree that it was a little bit weak, so I'm going to give that a 5.
For me, you could cut that one out of the canon completely. It would change nothing. We don't even need... it's the Hulk. Does he even need that much of a backstory? Really? Does anyone care? He turns green.
It's not
Apart from, like...
It's not about the Hulk, it's about Bruce Banner and him controlling himself.
Bruce Banner had way more development just through talking to Scarlett Johansson than any other plot thing that they did.
He's traditional to be in the Avengers, so...
Yeah, that's the only reason he's there. He's, like, literally it's him and then, like, Killer Croc. 2 superheroes, or supervillains, if you will, that I'm just like... Why? Why? Leave them in the comic book.
After that, Thor. I really like the first Thor.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to say something right now, and then I'm going to go back on it as soon as we get to Thor 3. Thor sucks. 3 out of 10. Do you know what? I love Natalie Portman as well. She's one of my favourite actresses, and that's why I was so disappointed by this one, because it's just so weak. And it suffers from a problem that a lot of the Marvel films suffer from. So the whole Thor series has this thing of like, and then a large part of the world gets destroyed by aliens or whatever it is, and then in the next movie we're just going to pretend that everything's fine.
That happens in the second film, not in this one.
Well, it happens in all of them.
It's slightly damaged in the first one. I really liked that film.
I like how you're like pretending like it was slightly damaged.
It wasn't. A bit of road got torn up. That was it.
Oh, that was it. Like, the citizens of that area couldn't leave their town for, like, 2 months while the council had to redo it, but fine.
Basically, yeah.
Fine.
It's a really good film. I'm going to give that a 6.
Alright.
It's a good start to the film, and it showed that Thor... Because he loses his powers right at the beginning, He's just not entitled to his powers. He has to earn it, so he is actually worthy. That shows that to you.
Although he did kind of then do the exact same arc in the last movie. But let's carry on.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2. I remember that being...
Is this the one? This is the one with the guy with the arms, right?
The Witch, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to give that a 7. Because that was the worst, by far, villain in the entire series of Marvel.
He thinks that he is an iconic villain.
It just doesn't... Sometimes what's iconic in a comic is not going to work on screen, and sometimes I think producers don't think about that too much. Especially when they're actually a fan of the comics, it can be hard to kind of look past.
They had Elon Musk in it.
Mm-hmm.
And Monaco, which I quite like, but I have to agree with you, it wasn't the best. Nothing was really progressed. What was that? He discovered a new element. That's what he does in that one.
They sort of explored the possibility of like other people exploiting the suits as well. But I
especially Captain America's shield.
That's true.
Because Captain America happened afterwards. But yeah, I wouldn't say nothing really happens to progress the story that much, apart from that he discovers a more powerful element, and he's Iron Man.
Generally as well, I don't usually like films that have any kind of racing element in them because I've worked in motor racing for like over half my life, and they almost always are just this sort of parody surface version that I get really annoyed about. Because I'm just like, well, that wouldn't happen like that. That wouldn't happen like that. That's ridiculous. You've just chosen that person because they're a famous name and you don't know anything about them. Leave me alone.
Mickey Rourke saying that. I mean, next was... the first Avengers film.
Oh, do you know what? I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. That was a good solid... That was like, oh, this is what we've finally been looking forward to all this time. That's why they've been doing all these individual movies, and you finally like got it for the first time.
But I'd say that's because Loki was the main villain for that one. Obviously,
Loki is the best villain of all time.
Yeah. I'd say he's... I haven't really got too much to say bad about it.
I'm so annoyed that Loki's dead. I mean, I know we'll get to this later, but like, why? Do you want to just say it was a trick and bring him back? It's Loki. He's essential. Seriously.
We'll get to that. Then after Avengers, it's Iron Man 3, which...
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say, it's one of the weaker ones. I disagree.
Yeah. I think it's better than Iron Man 2, for sure.
Oh, yeah. It has a lot of personal development for Tony Stark into Iron Man, and getting over his fear of what happened in Avengers. I do think it's completely stupid that he had to explode all of his suits.
I know.
Just to make Pepper Potts happy.
And also, like, how many times does Iron Man Towers, or whatever the hell it's called, blow up? Like, every movie, his base gets damaged.
And yeah, he progresses and stuff, and you get to see what's her face,
Gwyneth Paltrow
as Rescue, briefly. But I don't like her as the role, to be honest. I think she's annoying.
I think she's alright, but I mean, like in real life.
He destroys. In later films, if there's an army of suits of Iron Man, they'd be better off. And so instead of just going, Tony, you got a little bit of a problem making suits to defend the world. I want you to get rid of them.
Yeah.
And he does, and then they're screwed.
Yeah, this is true. But I think I'll give that one an 8 out of 10. Because I do think it's enjoyable to watch. Like, there's the bit where the guy's like in the air and he has to save him. Action sequences.
I'll give it a 7.
Yeah.
After that was Thor: The Dark World.
Oh my god.
How
mad did I get about that film? I actually refused to watch number 3 for ages because I hated that one. So I was just like, why?
This one, for me, I don't like.
I'm going to give that like 3 out of 10 again.
I'll give it a 3. It just, nothing really happens. The only development you get is Thor and Loki reconnect. Thor breaks Loki out and Loki escapes.
Yeah, and Natalie Portman's
one of the Infinity Stones.
And they destroy half of London. Good work, guys.
So yeah, there to that. After that, it is Captain America: Winter Soldier.
I know I have seen this, but I genuinely can't remember anything about it apart from Bucky. That's all I remember. I don't know what I was doing when I was watching that.
I liked it. I know a lot of these sort of intermediate films in Phase 2 weren't as good as the first ones, but I like this one because it is bringing back a character for Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
He has a personal connection to, because you can tell he's quite lonely.
Yeah.
Because he has no one to connect to. All his friends are dead, and the one person that is still alive that he loved is like
really old,
and not meant to be
Super
there
old.
anymore.
Super old.
So having a friend that he recognises and knows, it's like a bit of a hard hit for him, and you can see that. And I say good fighting sequences as well. I really love that. I'll give that a solid 6.
I would actually give that a 4 because if it was memorable, then I would remember it.
Mm.
You know, the Red Skull, is he number 1?
Yes, he's
Okay.
the main villain.
I'm downgrading my number 1 vote because I just remembered how much I hated him. Taking a point off for that. I don't remember what I gave it. Did I give it 3 out of 10?
He comes in later anyway.
No,
So.
I don't like him.
After that, Guardians of the Galaxy.
10! I know I said there was no room for improvement earlier, but 10 out of 10! I love Guardians so much.
Yeah, I have to get, it's a really good solid film. I really like that, so I'll give that a 10 as well.
And I love Star-Lord. I love that actor. Because he's the Jurassic Park guy as well. Like, what do you want from an actor? It's Jurassic Park and he's Star-Lord.
He's Andy from Parks and Rec. He's the big old doofus.
Yeah, that one kind of ruins the thing a little bit, but it's fine. He's funny and cute because he leveled up. It's great.
Then after that, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
10 out of 10.
I'll give that another sort of 10 out of 10.
That's it. That's the one where he meets his dad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to give that 11 out of 10 because it was so emotional. What other Marvel film makes you cry in the cinema?
I would say that's definitely... I'll give that an 11.
He's like, oh, I've just found my dad for the first time, and now he's dead. And this guy's my real dad, I'm realising now, because he brought me up, and now he's dead as well.
A Mary Poppins Joel. Classic line. And so the whole, he was your father, but he ain't your daddy.
He ain't your daddy.
Absolutely loved it. Really good effects. That's an 11 out of 10 for me.
I'm going to start on this fried donut stick.
Age of Ultron Avengers. That...
Right. I have conflicted feelings about that. I feel like I liked it more at the time than I do now.
I think it was a really good film. It had a lot of conflicts within... Is it good? It's alright. It needs sugar though.
It's kind of just chewy and greasy. It's just greasy bread. It's not a donut at all. Trade's description sucked.
Needs a glaze on there, really. I thought it was really good because it's basically turning the Avengers from, you're these amazing people saving the world, to, like, bad shit's going to happen.
I do really love the fact that...
Actually, that really happens in Civil War, which we'll get to.
That's true. But I really love the fact that, because Paul Bettany is one of my favourite actors as well, so when he was Jarvis, and then he actually, physically was Paul Bettany, I was like, yes, this is great.
And up to that point, just as Phase 2, I didn't really feel like any of the villains were that of a heart, that much of a threat. Ultron, very much a threat. He's got the same sort of personality as Tony Stark, because that's where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And he's very threatening. He lifts up a whole entire city just to destroy half the planet, basically. I
did have an issue with some of the storylines of being not so intelligent. The way it was done, I didn't really like Ultron as a villain. I kind of just rolled my eyes a lot. And Quicksilver, what was the point of him even being in the film, to be honest with you? If you're just going to kill someone off right after bringing them in, we didn't even have time to connect with either of them. I'm like, oh, she's really sad because her brother's dead. Okay, never mind.
I'm trying to think where... Because you did see him briefly at the end credit, but do you really count end credits properly?
There's no character development in end credits.
Right, Age of Ultron. Rating?
6.
I give it a 7.
I give it a 6 for the reasons described above.
After that, Ant-Man. Have you seen Ant-Man? I'm going to give that a 9.
I quite like Ant-Man.
It is really, really good. Plus, Paul Rudd's 50.
Paul Rudd looks so goddamn good for his age. Oh my god. Paul Rudd looks like he doesn't even look like he could be my dad. And he's, yeah. I think he's older than my mum. Anyway,
Really funny, and his friend does the whole like, this is what happened, this happened, and this happened, and this happened. It's like,
yeah, I like the gang that he has. They should do more of that, and they kind of let them drop a little bit. But I do think that Ant-Man is one of the stupidest superheroes. I mean, really. So, I feel when you watch Ant-Man, you get this feeling of like it's kind of like an inferior Marvel film. Like, you got Iron Man, and Spider-Man, and all these big guys, and then you're just like, and then Ant-Man is there too. Kind of. So
again, he does play a
give
big
it like
role within the Avengers as well.
I give it like a 7 out of 10.
I give it a 9 because I just enjoy it so much. Of him going from just basically a cat burglar to Ant-Man is really good. And the whole transition of him being in the small world and seeing it happen when he's really small in the big world.
Yeah, there's lots of like fun.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
After that, Civil War. This is the point because the main villain was just a normal guy who the Avengers did kind of not helping his family getting killed, and he's trying to pit them against each other, and he succeeds.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Civil War.
He wins.
I'm not really a fan of Civil War in the comics either. I just feel like it's kind of hackneyed. It's very obvious, like, oh no, and then they found out they were superheroes. Like, that's kind of... heroes did that. Comic books do that. And, like, literally every superhero comic that's ever existed has done that. Yeah, it's just a...
I understand both sides of that conflict. Like, we should take responsibility for ourselves, but if you do that, then you're restricting what you can actually do.
Also, they did just destroy like half of New York and London.
Well, if they didn't help, then it would have been completely destroyed.
Yeah, I mean that's the argument for the movie. But yeah, I think the debate style stuff is just kind of boring, and we're all here for alien explosions, so give us the alien explosions. I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10.
The reason that Civil War happened was it's a very big plot device within the Marvel Universe, so that's why it happened. It was going to happen eventually, and they needed something to sort of change it up, particularly after Phase 2 wasn't as good as they thought it was going to be. And they needed to amp things up, particularly when Phase 3 was happening right there and there.
A lot of the number 2 movies really dropped the ball.
It's like filler arc, kind of felt like that. After that, Black Panther. I really enjoyed Black Panther.
It's really good. I want to say like an 8 out of 10, and the only reason it's not a 9 is because I like movies to be a bit funnier than that was. Like the Marvel movies, anyway.
I know it was trying to take it very seriously and had some like funny moments in there, which I really enjoyed. I just felt they didn't expand on T'Challa's character. Like, what is his personality like? He just seems to be... Obviously, he's grieving his father's death and he needs to be the king. I just feel like they didn't explore it too much. Obviously, they've got to do the background stuff and they'll probably expand on him more in the next film, but I would like to have seen that in the first one.
T'Challa's personality is this.
And Chadwick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like the development of the whole like Wakanda. It's coming out of being so secretive. Yes, you got a fish, and actually interfacing with the rest of the world. I quite like that. Plus, Andy Serkis always does a good job. Whatever he does.
I really don't know where to begin with this.
We can start at either end really.
I know, but I feel bad because it's
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh, 9 out of 10. I love Spider-Man. I'm so annoyed that they've
broken off. Yeah. And they've already said there's no chance of going back on it and doing another deal because they had it. And I was like, oh, come on. I thought it was a really good film. The whole sort of, is that MJ? Could it be MJ? Then it is. It's like, really like it. I'll behave. Stop playing with your food. I'll give that a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Do you know, it's kind of annoying because I quite like Evangeline Lilly, but I don't think I like her in that.
I liked her in Lost.
Yeah.
She was okay in The Hobbit.
Yeah.
I mean, she's okay as the Wasp.
Yeah, she's just okay though. That's kind of the problem. I feel like a lot of these movies they have the hero, the male hero, And then they tried to bring in the female romance, and like Natalie Portman didn't work. Pepper Potts really boring. The Wasp kind of missed the mark a little bit for me as well. But I did like the movie overall.
I like the movie and the whole sort of exposition of what happened to him during the dusting. And yeah, I thought it was just okay. I thought it was just like a 6, 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7, I think. Because it was still funny as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's really, really funny. Doctor Strange. I really like the CGI.
See, I refused to watch this for quite some time because I'm a big Benedict Cumberbatch fan and I'm a big Mads Mikkelsen fan, and I watched the trailer and I got so annoyed.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've watched it now. It was alright in the end. I don't think it was that special. I feel like they did the best with what they had. I like out of all of them, I probably like the kind of world building of that one the best. So I'd give that maybe a 6.5. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give that. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5 as well. It was good. It expanded on the universe a bit more. Gave a bit more idea of what's happening in the universe when you aren't focusing on those main heroes. So I really like that.
Yeah.
Right. Thor Ragnarok.
10 out of 10.
Alright.
It's such a good film.
Is it Tatiwaki? Isn't it?
No. Something like that, but I can't think
Well,
of
he's
it off the top of my
part
head.
of, the guys who did the
the vampire one.
What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Amazing director,
So good.
really funny. Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 for Ragnarok. It has very serious moments, but it doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Like when Thor's like, "You'll not lay a single hand on me," and then he shuts him down and gets the things out. He's like, "Please, sir, don't cut my hair."
I've run out of Nutella. That was all that there was in
I've still got red bean paste in mine.
So I would recommend next time starting from the tail. Yeah, that was just like, wait, Thor is funny? What? And it just like the whole thing was hilarious all the way through.
Like when the Hulk came out and everyone's cheering, and then Thor was like, "Ah, he's a friend from work," which actually is a line from a kid for, I think it's Make a Wish. He wanted that line in it, so they put it in because they thought it was really good. And then it's like, "Loki, it's the Hulk," and Loki's just like like having flashbacks.
Stop. Yeah.
It's just really good. Like the villain as well. What's her name? Kate Blanchett. I thought she did a really good job for her age. She fits into a catsuit quite nicely.
I thought you were going to say something that I was going to have to like draw you back from then.
But yeah, 10 out of 10. Absolutely amazing film.
And there's the guy, and he's like, oh, he says that line about it being like a circle.
That's Tatiwaki's character.
Yeah, it's
like,
I swear he's not called Tatiwaki. I'm
completely
pronouncing that wrong. That's a little bit racist.
He's like, it's not like a normal circle. It's a crazy circle.
Yeah, a crazy circle.
Well, I tried to make a resistance, but the only people that turned up were my mum and her boyfriend. Oh, I hate him. But it's a bit of rock, paper, scissors based humour.
You know all of his lines.
He's Cork's amazing. Like, there's an animated film of Planet Hulk, which is Thor Ragnarok is partially based on, because in that the Avengers can't control Hulk anymore, so they just trank him basically, stick him on a spaceship and launch him into space. I don't know. It happened in the actual comics as well.
It's Mars's problem.
He lands on this planet, he becomes a gladiator and then saves it from the evil emperor. But Korg is the main side character in that. Ragnarok, Thor, Korg, much better. Right, after this, Avengers Infinity War. So, Thanos, after how many years of build-up, it actually does something.
I did quite like it, actually. I think it was let down a little bit in the fact that it had so much hype. That's really difficult when you've got that much hype to actually have a film that lives up to it. I'll give it 8 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10, only because The whole, oh yeah, come back for part 2, which I hate. I hate it when they do that, so I'm not very passionate about this. It's when The Hobbit did, do it part 2. It's like, that's fine, it's a big story.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually split up into 2, usually. And then came back for part 2, it's like, come back for part 3, which was not needed.
Well,
That why they killed the dragon.
but to be fair, it wasn't like it was a surprise. We did know it was going to be 3 from the time they released the first one.
I thought it was a joke.
Oh dear.
It was like, particularly right at the end of the second film, where they killed the dragon, Smaug, or Smaug. We got the kingdom back. It ends and it says come back for part 3. And I was like, why?
Well, yeah. Well, this is a
See,
different.
Sean-
Look, this is a tangent. Let's talk about.
See,
Marvel.
Billy Connolly
Oh, God.
on a pig. That's it. Sorry.
Well, I mean that's worth seeing.
Infinity War, I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I think.
It was good seeing all
It
those
had-
characters, but
Yeah, it had good impact in that final bit when everyone's slowly dusting, and kind of. Yeah, the thing of like hoping, because if you manage to avoid spoilers, hoping that your favourite character is going to survive.
everyone's seen it. Come on.
No, I mean if you managed to avoid spoilers
Oh.
before you saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like watching them one by one and seeing like who's going to make it and who isn't, and like, when Spider-Man went,
I don't feel good, Mr. Stark.
and Iron Man was just like, my protege.
At that point,
No.
Tony Stark had been beaten around, stabbed,
Mhm.
and lost his surrogate son, basically. He's not
No,
having
like,
a good time.
Iron Man like gets really badly beaten up every single time.
Mm.
It's just kind of his thing.
And the whole internet giving Star-Lord hate for the fact that he got goaded in by Thanos.
Yeah.
Oh. Endgame.
So.
I really liked Fat Thor. He's really funny.
Oh, I have so much conflict about this film because
Sorry.
I kind of like number one, I'm glad they resolved things, but it wasn't. Again, there was so much hype. Like, how do you live up to that? How do you make it good enough to live up to what you're all expecting? And the solution was kind of obvious, and it left so many plot holes. Like, Captain America screwed the goddamn pooch. So many plot holes because of Captain America. And then also...
That was always going to be in the books, that the main guys, like Hulk,
Yeah, they...
Iron Man and Captain America, were
passing
not
on.
going to be having
But
any sort of capacity.
I don't really like that because I think they... I mean, alright, fair enough, get rid of Captain America, I don't really care. Hulk survived, which is the least favourite one, whatever.
You know, he can't use his arm anymore.
So what? Don't care. And also there was still stuff that didn't get resolved from those characters, like Black Widow. She's called Black Widow, right?
Yeah.
I just had a
Scarlett
moment in my
Johansson's Black
head.
Widow, yeah.
I was like, Black Widow, is that right? Black Widow, and Hulk kind of, will they, won't they? Well, now we'll never know because she's dead. What? Why are you doing that? And then...
I think it was supposed to go somewhere, but then there's feedback of too many people were like, why? And they decided not to.
Well, if you're going to do something, commit to it. Show us why. Show us why it was worth hanging out for. And like, I was pleased that Hawkeye actually did something. That was good.
He did nothing.
He became a vengeful guy. That's actually like slightly badass compared to his usual self. The most badass thing...
No. He just did exactly what he was doing before, but with a different haircut.
No, the most badass thing that Hawkeye ever did before that was accidentally get controlled by the Infinity Stone or whatever. Whatever happened to him. I can't remember.
By Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was just doing exactly what he was doing before, but without shield. Or his dual shield, I can't
no,
figure
but
out.
it was more than
And
that.
with a different haircut.
No, it was more
That's
than that
it.
because he was actually told not to do it, and he deliberately went and did it anyway. So it's like rebelling. Anyway, yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
I really enjoyed it. I thought there was some really good fight scenes. Obviously, there's some plot holes and everything.
It was funny.
Everyone's pointed out.
It was funnier than the others, which is good.
Yeah. We'll give that an 8 to 9 out of 10.
Yeah, probably like an 7 or 8.
Blasphemy.
How is what?
Blasphemy.
One of those is the same score that you gave it.
Blasphemy. Now, what we haven't seen is Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
Which we need to see that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't even know if I can. I'm just too sad.
I really want to see it. They haven't released anything else, have they? No, I think...
No, because the most recent one of them, that was Captain Marvel. But yeah, that's early on in the time.
I'm looking forward to those. But yeah, we need to see Joker.
Yeah.
Which is going to be amazing.
Yeah, people are saying it's like one of the best films of all time in this genre, so I'm excited to find out.
It's such a good backstory.
Yeah.
Tragic comic that goes insane and then starts like political insight.
And the Joker comics about the Joker tend to be some of the best comics of all time because they really go dark.
Yeah.
Like, well, there's Joker, obviously.
That's it. Everyone says, "Oh, you can't tell the story of the Joker." So, well, as the Joker already says, particularly when Batman has to go back into his memories. Joker's like, "I think this is how it happens. I can never remember. It always changes."
Yeah.
Like, Joker doesn't know anything about his past, really.
Well,
doesn't know his own name.
Maybe he does, and he's just playing with Batman. That's what I like about the Joker. Thing. Yeah. Like, when the Heath Ledger one, when he gave like so many different explanations where he got these scars, and you're like, is he playing with us? Is one of them true? Or none of them true?
I think it's just that what he wakes up in the day, oh, that's what I think I remember, that's what it's going to be like.
But I don't know, I prefer the interpretation that he's just screwing with people. He's just crazy and he's screwing with people.
Yeah, he just, as he says...
He embraces it.
I say, Heath Ledger, as Joker, did deserve that Oscar.
Yeah, he was so
And he is so good.
He literally died for that role, so that's commitment.
And everyone's saying that Joaquin Phoenix role in this, from what they can tell...
He's one of his best.
One of his best, and he should get an Oscar for it.
Yeah. I feel like Joaquin Phoenix is one of those as well, that like, he's just such a good actor. It doesn't matter what he's doing, like, if he...
I didn't like him in Signs.
Did you not? I liked him in Signs.
I thought he was just okay in Signs.
Well, I didn't think he was, like, fantastic, but because it was just a horror movie. It wasn't, like, a really great acting movie.
Only problem with Signs was everybody had the personality of cardboard.
Well, I don't
Apart from the aliens.
Quite
who were
cardboard.
aliens.
But, I mean, the little girl was pretty spectacular.
Just slightly off-putting and creepy. Everyone just read the lines weird, which is a thing which...
Shyamalan. Yeah, well, no, I think I appreciated it in the setting because it just made everything a little bit more creepy. And yeah, like, and you got the set because his Joaquin Phoenix's character was slightly like mentally delayed or something. There was something not quite right with him that you couldn't put your finger on. And, like, he was always more childlike.
All of Shyamalan's movies are slightly off. I do like the Signs. I do. I think it has problems, but I do like it because it's nostalgia. The Village.
Yeah, I like The Village.
I do like The Village. Again, it has, in my mind, some problems, which I'm just like, airplanes, but...
Oh yeah, but it's very easy to explain those problems as well. It's very easy. Because you just, with a universe like that, you, like, okay, why didn't they see airplanes? Well, maybe they did, and they just came up with a story of how it was like a sky dragon or something. That's all it takes.
Was it Joaquin Phoenix in that one as well, or was it Adrian Brody?
It was Adrian Brody in that one. I know this. I literally just watched it because it had Adrian Brody in it, so that's how I know. I love Adrian Brody. I love Joaquin Phoenix. So he does work with some very good actors.
Yeah, but I think
obviously
that's back when he had the whole like, ooh, what a twist.
Yeah, but he's gone back to that now. Like so you had Unbreakable, Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis. Like, come on.
That was the time when he was hitting his height, though. So
yeah, but then he had what's it called with James McAvoy, Split, and now he's got the third one, which has got them again. So I think he's coming back. I
wouldn't say it's really like a twist ending thing. I think it's good storytelling.
It was a twist. The twist was he was telling the truth the whole time, and nobody believed him.
But I always thought, yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Well, then you just... Well done you for having watched enough Shyamalan films that you understand the twist. But that's it.
I mean, it's like the character's going, it's going to happen, it's going to happen,
well,
it's going to happen, and then it happens, and everyone's like, oh my god!
Well, yeah, but like I saw Fight Club after I'd already heard what the twist was. Because how do you avoid spoilers? And then I watched it and I was still blown away by the twist.
Alright.
Okay, somebody agrees.
And...
Or violently disagrees, I can't tell.
What's the next one going to be?
It's already been out. It's already been out, I think, yeah. we just didn't bother seeing it. I can't remember what it's called. Something.
I mean, I really I understand Bruce Willis's character is, he's basically Superman, but one day Superman, and how it builds up is like, oh, he can lift anything, he can withstand anything. That's awesome. And James McAvoy is like, I've got something evil and it comes out and I can't really get hurt from it because of it. And then you got Samuel L. Jackson's Mr. Glass, who is like, I'm slightly smarter, I like comics, and a small breeze will break me in half.
Yeah, that's me. I identify with him.
Oh, dear me.
Alright, well, we've finished our food, so...
Yeah, Mike, we finished.
Oh,
you got here too late.
Just joining us. Oh. Next time, you have to follow us and turn on the alerts. So
yeah, follow us and turn on the alerts, because we usually do it
once a week.
Once a week, every Thursday.
Well, Wednesday or Thursday. Let's not commit too much, because
Wednesday or Thursday.
We say a date, then that means it'll be like 2 weeks late.
Wednesday or Thursday, anytime after 6:30.
6:30, yeah.
Yeah, so just keep your eyes on. Why the paint? Well, you should have been here at the beginning. You should understand that she's a bee.
Yeah, I'm a bee. Like, how is that hard to understand? Like, isn't everyone a bee sometimes?
What time zone? The Greenwich
GMT.
Mean Time.
Yeah, but no, it's BST at the minute. British summertime.
Yes.
It's kind of not really anymore. It's kind of autumn, but never mind.
I mean, it's pumpkin spice.
Fall, sorry.
Autumn, fall. So, yeah, I did try, coming up from the last conversation last week.
Uh-huh.
I did try Starbucks one.
Oh
my god, what the hell is that flavour? It's not good at all.
Oh, I thought you would like it.
I prefer the Greg's one. I got 1:43 p.m. So 1:43 p.m. where you are at the moment?
Where you are at the minute. I see. So then, okay, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no. What time is it? Yeah, 7, so we are 6 hours ahead.
Cool. But yeah, Greg's, much better pumpkin spice latte.
I don't, you're too much of a connoisseur of the
Starbucks.
pumpkin spice for me. But I thought you were having pumpkin spice from Starbucks all last week when I was trying it, and it was really tasty.
No, that's Greg's.
Oh, well, there you go.
Exactly.
Pay less. Yeah,
Things like Greg's, yeah, I will put some sweetener in it, but it tastes good in it. Starbucks don't need it because it's just too sweet.
Oh, it's too sweet? Okay, I'll probably like it then.
It's too sweet, I'm just getting a...
I like sweet. I got a sweet.
It's like with Greg's, it's pumpkin spice, it's really nice. With Starbucks, it's pumpkin spice, shove it down your face. I was like, Jesus. I wasn't prepared for it.
It does say pumpkin spice.
I did say to the barista there, it's like, how sweet is this? And she was like, sweet. I was like, do you recommend I try it first before I put sugar in? And she just went, yes.
Yes.
So I tried it. I was like, oh, could you take some sugar out? Please?
I
was like, did you put sugar in this? She's like, no. I was like, so it's like this normally? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. It's like, what?
Well,
right. Yes, Mike, it was too sweet. What? I did have a sweet tooth. You kind of, no.
Well, I mean, my go-to drink is hot chocolate, so I think I'd be able to handle this pumpkin spice of which you speak.
Well, I'll get you a pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I want to try it.
And I'll keep adding sugar to it.
Until we reach the point that I can't handle it.
Or you just like, it's too much sugar, or you have diabetes.
Well, one of those two things will happen. Who knows which?
Well, I'm thinking you'll probably give in to diabetes.
Probably diabetes
before you admit endings to this week.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh, dear.
Right. Ready to end?
Yeah, so
we'll buzz away. We'll fly away. I haven't done any beep hit.
Come on, Mouse. Take us out with the Mouse Mukbang theme song.
There isn't one. I'll have to make one up right now. Mukbang Mouse. Sitting in a house. I got nothing. I'm sorry, guys. I got nothing.
Mukbang Mouse. Mukbang Mouse. Mukbang Mouse. We're gonna eat some food.
Alright, yours was much better. That's on you. You're hired. That's on you.
Yes.
Alright. So we'll see you next week.
Subscribe, smash that button, and we'll see you next week for Who knows?
Well, I don't even know. We haven't decided what we're going to eat.
We'll go through
this
the
time.
DC films and how about that next week.
Yeah. Bye!
Bye!